Because you like the logo.
I left here before. Didn't spike it, did you, mate?
Not yet.
No, it was something ecstasy up the front before I watched it, so I was a bit. But it's good to be here at Phillip Island, and I mean that. A lot of comedians say that. But I fucking mean it. Last week I was in the United States. Any Americans in tonight? Fucking good. Good. I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but that place is fucked. That place is fucked. I was actually over there. I was over there for a fair while. I was over there when Charlie Kirk lost that last debate.
Oh boy. Jesus.
No, it's not that too. His fault bringing words to a gunfight. I was actually in Utah when it happened. About 3 rooftops across, looking at it, a good view. It's okay, I didn't really do it. It's fucked over there. It's fucked over there right now. There's a lot of stuff on the news. I was talking to this American bloke when I was over there. And he started talking to me about gun control. Right, they're not a big fan of gun control over there. They say it doesn't work. I tried to explain Australia to them. They don't fucking believe it. They tried to break gun control. He brought this argument up. After Charlie was shot. He goes, we shouldn't be talking about this. You shouldn't talk about gun control after a mass shooting because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the victims. You heard that before? Oh, that was fucking bullshit, right? If you can't talk about it afterwards, when can you talk about it? Right? I think in a big thing like gun control or climate change, it's your responsibility to put yourself in shoes, someone's shoes that you might not necessarily agree with. Because putting yourself in someone else's shoes comes understanding, and through understanding is the only way you can develop change. Right? So talking to this old American man, I started to understand. I put myself in his shoes and I started to understand the saying. Now I understood why you shouldn't talk about gun control after a mass shooting, because check this out. Say your best mate's kid drowned in a pool. It would be a dick move to go up to that mate and go, hey buddy, you should have got a fence. Right? That's a dick move. But I'll tell you what, if your mate's losing a kid every week at his pool, after a while, you're allowed to go, dude, get a fucking fence! And where are you finding all these kids? The foster system's fucked. There's too many dickheads. There's too many dickheads in this road in America. I went to New Orleans. New Orleans down in the south. Nice. There are a lot of funny things over there. There are a lot of ghost tours down there. That's what they do down there. They have ghost tours. Has anyone been on a ghost tour? I went to a ghost tour over there. If you haven't been, let me explain what a ghost tour looks like. Right? What a ghost tour is you pay a man $100 and then he walks you around and fucking lies to you. And if you don't believe his lies, you've wasted your fucking money. Right? It was fucking bullshit. I was walking around going, this is so boring, I could kill myself. But then, I'd be stuck on the ghost tour forever. It's not what we want. There's a lot of dickheads out in this world. I saw a dude when I was over there who won the lottery. Won the American lottery, won $750 million. $750 million, what will you do with $750 million, sir?
Plenty.
Plenty? That's a shit answer. That's a shit answer. What will you do over here? You in trouble? You in trouble? That's not a bad answer. This dude had a shit answer. And a classic answer. The news asked him, $750 million, what are you going to do? He goes, oh, I'm not going to change much. I'm not going to change. I might pay off the credit card, take the missus on a holiday. I'm not going to change. What a fucking waste! Dude, $750 million, I change it so fast. I reckon the first thing I do is I stop driving 3 hours to Phillip Island for a gig. That's the first time. I don't love being here. For $750 million, I could be on a fucking yacht somewhere. Like $750 million, that's like Dr. Evil money. Now, I reckon if I had $750 million, I'd become a little evil. Like not full evil, just like annoying evil. Yeah, I reckon the first thing I'd do is I'd pay 2 private investigators to follow each other around.
Thank you for having me. I'm not going to lie, I had a weird day. I went to the op shop and this woman tried to fart me out of the aisle that she wanted to solely occupy. Anyway, without going into too much detail, I won the aisle. I grew up in Monbulk, she didn't know who she was dealing with. So I got back from England recently, and when I got to the airport over there, I was standing in line and I was waiting for the lift, and this dude just started complaining to the back of my head. And finally just goes, oh, I hate this airport, it's too big, and there's always a line for this lift. Then when I turned around, I noticed he only had one arm. And I thought, what are you complaining about the elevator for? I'd still be upset about the arm. If I only had one arm, I would never stop whinging about it. Like, hey Jess, how are you? I'm shit house.
I got one arm.
I can't do handstands. Strangling people takes ages. I lost my job as an Auslan interpreter for only telling half the story. Strap me and I got heaps of these. I lost my job as a personal trainer because my clients were only getting jacked on one side. In fact, I'm not even allowed at the gym anymore because I kept skipping rope and blinding people. Thought my wife had a porn addiction, but she was just on YouTube watching men open jars. And then I lost my job as a footy umpire because no one ever got a goal. That joke, did you cover? Yeah, you did. Yeah, so my name's Jess and I'm sick of spending money on trying to look hot. It's a trap. The hotter you are, the further you fall. So I've decided I don't want Botox. I want you to see that I'm 39, shop around the bar for a younger model, then come back to me because the conversation sucks. I don't want perfume with pheromones in it to attract a mate. I want a bloke to have a crack on day 4 of a bush doof.
Nice.
Because if you can't handle me on day 4 of a bush doof, well, you don't deserve me after a wash, wax and detail. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Crutchless underwear. I'm going to put the hole there myself with years of hard work. Seriously, we spend so much money on trying to look good. Bloody $200 to get fake eyelashes on. Do you remember when we used to blink at you because we were flirting with you? Not anymore. No, blinking at you because someone's poking us in the fucking eye. And you know what the eyelash people call themselves? Eyelash technicians. The audacity to call themselves technicians.
Audacity.
It's like you've got one job, don't glue my eye shut. Now, because of these technicians, men's perception's all messed up. They think that eyelashes are meant to be 3 centimetres long, you know? Now they look at me the way that I look at bald dudes.
You guys have been great. We're getting our last beer now, which is the Hazy IPA, which you're absolutely going to love.
Hazy!
What do we think? What have we thought of the beers tonight, everyone? Enjoy those beers?
Can them in!
Caught behind. Has anyone been caught behind? I've been to these things before. They go for about 90 minutes, 2 hours. I've seen husbands drink both theirs, and they're like, I'm drinking along with you, by the way, so... By the time this show finishes, I'm going to be just as drunk. Hey?
You can have one of mine.
I will take you up on that offer. I'm just going to pop that on top of there. Thank you. Very good, very good. But like I said, at the end of this show, I've got a couple of favourites so far, but you're going to absolutely love our last and final act, our headliner, whoever I think, or our acts think, I love this person, I love how much they were engaged, how they weren't chatting like Table 8, they're gonna, and I will just say that for our final act, I know, and I've been listening to you all, you're all chatting, you're like, I love that joke, that's so funny. If we keep the chatting down to a minimal during our final act, our headliner, only because it does distract the other people around you. Can we all do that?
The more she spoke about it, the more it seemed like a good idea. Until she told me it's going to cost them $2,000. $2,000 in this economy. That's insane. I was like, watch me save you $2,000, you silly bitch. And I just walked over and just mixed his food. He was so fucking mad when I put the veggies on his dinosaur noodles. He was... That's a joke, by the way. There were no veggies on that plate. It was just dinosaur nuggets. What a 31-year-old man wants. But it's wild though, like the more I talk about it a lot on stage, and people come up to me after gigs, and it's either really nice or it's the complete opposite, and you never know what they're going to say. Like I remember I was emceeing a gig a couple of years ago in Sydney, and during the break, this woman came up to me, and she was just like, "Have you thought about getting on that NDIS money?" Which is wild because I hadn't performed yet, but she just saw me trying to order apple juice at the bar, and she was just... But no, you do have people come up to you, and the one thing I do get quite often is people say, "You seem fine." I don't know whether that's a compliment or really insulting, but they say, "You seem fine." And it's true, like I've been doing this for 10 years, this is nothing to me, you know. I can talk to you guys for hours. I'm way more autistic off stage than I am on stage. If you haven't seen, I've been sitting in that fucking corner all night waiting for this kick to start. The fucking roll things, and I'm in maybe, but like I'm way more autistic. Like on stage, I'll crowd work you for hours. Off stage, I'm wanking to the PTV app. It's real fucking grim when I'm not on stage. You know? It's brutal, man. And the thing is, like, what I've realised now is the only way that I can talk to people now is if I'm drinking. That's a fucked revelation to find out. That drinking is, you know, cured my autism. Like, if I'm at a party sober, fuck, I will just stand there in the corner. But if I'm drinking, I will talk to you the entire time. And it's only about the wrestling, but fucking... John Cena, 17 It's wild, dude. It's fucked that, you know,
You can't see me.
Cured my autism. When mum drinking alcohol was the reason I have it to begin with. You know? I feel it's fucking Jim Beams, so no crime numbers.
What?
It's housekeeping. At the end of the show, the bar, which is normally closed, they're going to stay open for a little bit. What?
Cam the man.
To finish, I know 4 beers for some of you in a couple of hours is too many. You can finish them here, you can take them home. If you finished your beers because you're not a soft cock, you can go up to the beer, you can go up to the bar and order a couple or more. I do apologise to anyone. I was like, everyone calm down, I felt really bad. 4 beers is a lot, and I know there's a lot of people here that there's no way that I feel bad now. For one laugh. But that's very good. What I do implore you to do, whether you've been to Ocean Range Brewery before, guys, just for 1 second, if I can get you to relax. Just for 1 second, whether you've been to Ocean Range Brewery before or this is your first time, a lot of breweries across Victoria, across Australia, they're doing it really tough, prices are high, whatever, all those kind of things. If each and every one of you can leave today with whether it's a 4-pack of beer, a hat, a t-shirt, any of those kind of things, whatever the cheapest thing they have, and take that home with you, that means a lot. Can I get a round of applause to Ocean Range for having this? Grab something.
I want that hat.
I saw Old Man up the back bought this hoodie as well. They're sold out of this, but they have some sick t-shirts, there's some sick hats, obviously they have sick beers. You've tried them all tonight. As I said, somewhere during the show, because I forgot to say at the start of the show, I was going to pick out my favourite audience member of the night. I have a big bag, it's full of beers and all that kind of stuff. I want to give a few shout-outs to those who didn't win. You two, I've absolutely loved you. I'm sorry I can't give you a round of applause. From the stage, we played a lot, they've been absolutely fantastic. I still hope at some time tonight that I can find out what your favourite one is. I also want to give a shout-out to you, sir. Was it Beers by Cole? Beers by Cole, give him a round of applause. Got a big bunch of people in. Old Mate in the grey hoodie, Old Mate in the same hoodie as me have been wonderful all night. Give them a round of applause. You there in the corner in the pink, you're hiding now. You were fantastic in the first half. You drank too much beers and you've been too chatty. You were winning at halftime. We were like, she's been fantastic all night, and then like, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. You've had a good night though, right? Up until that point, she's had a fantastic night. But my absolute favourite, you wouldn't have seen him all night, but there is a gentleman, you sir, up the back in the white shirt. Stand up. princess. A lot of lives have been started by this gentleman. There you go, sir. There's some beers in there, there's some merch. If the merch doesn't fit, which I fear it won't, they will sort you out with a different size or whatever. What was your name, sir? Viv. Give it up for Viv, everyone. Wonderful all night. Thank you so much. Like I said at the start of this, grab a beer, do what you have to do. Everyone had a great night, right? And a round of applause for all the comedians you've seen tonight.